Welcome back to FAB Automotive Detailing. You guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at the Autofix D1 Lite bidirectional scanner. Let's do it. So before we get this video started, I try to do this before any video that I do that has nothing to do with detailing, because this is obviously, if you know the name of the channel, is a detailing YouTube channel. But I was a professional mechanic for over 20 years, so scanners are something that I know very well. I sat behind a lot of scanner screens over the years of diagnosing problems with vehicles. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Autofix D1 Lite bidirectional scanner. First things first, bidirectional, what's that mean? It means it's going to be able to do multiple things, not just one. Remember the old code readers? I still use just a regular code reader if I want to get a code really quick. But if I need to do anything else, testing like fans or relays or solenoids or whatever, fuel pumps, this is where a scanner like this comes into play. Not only does it read codes, but you're going to be able to activate things. You're going to be able to do live data stream. You can actually record your live data, so you can, once you're done driving it, you can go back and kind of look at your live data while you're driving in case you're trying to find a lean issue or something like that. You can also, I haven't tried it yet, but according to the manual, you can print off the diagnostic screen also, so you can actually show your customer. This is not just for DIYers. The professional would also benefit from a scan tool like this one right here. And the price is really good, and I'll put a link in the description of the video where you guys can find this, and I believe it's going to be 10% off on the link that I give you guys to get this. Now, to get right out in front of it, because people are going to ask, well, is there a yearly subscription? Yes, $119 is the yearly subscription, but it does come with 2 years free when you first purchase the machine, which is awesome. And it does monthly updates. It's not like the tool trucks. Like, I have a Snap-on scanner that it only updates when you pay to have it updated once a year. If you decide to do that, which is like $1,300 typically. This, it updates constantly. Anytime they have an update for a certain make, certain model, it shows the update on there. You click on it, you click on update, it updates it, and you are good to go. It's throughout the year. So yeah, for a DIYer, $119, I know a lot of people don't understand why I would want to pay that much, but think about what you're getting. They don't get this information for free from the manufacturers. They have to pay for all this information, and then they have to have somebody input all the information into the scanner, every make, every model, every year. Think about that. That's a ton of work. So would you work for free? Absolutely not. I would never work for free. So I understand the update price per year that these companies typically are asking. Now, I will show you on this scanner right here. Let me turn it on. If I hit update right now, because of the season that we're in, hopefully it'll come up here on the screen. Right now, they're having 25% off for Black Friday, and that starts November 18th. So now it's only $89.99 for the year. So if you just do it once a year around Black Friday, it's going to cost you most likely less than $100 to update this machine once a year. The cool thing about this machine that I really like is that it's wireless. So this is your VCI, and I believe that stands for Vehicle Communication Interface, but it doesn't say in the manual what it actually stands for. But this is what you plug into the OBD port right here. And the cool thing is, press this button, it's got a flashlight, because a lot of times you get underneath the dashboard, sometimes they can be difficult to find. They're supposed to make it so it's easy to find, but a lot of manufacturers don't. Now you've got this flashlight, and you can get up in there, find the OBD2 port, and then you can plug it in. It is rechargeable, and you put it right in here when you want to recharge it, and this is going to be the lights. I have not actually put this in a vehicle yet to even see what it does. This is a division of Autel. As you can see in the top of the screen right here, it's Autel. So it is a division of Autel, which Autel makes fantastic scanners. I've used them for years. I have an Autel machine. It uses the same interface as this scanner right here does. So on this scanner, you can read and clear codes, and then you have a display and live data, graphing, and analog for easy data review. Auto VIN technology, which means when you plug it in, you click the auto VIN, which I'll show you guys, and it should automatically bring the VIN number up for the vehicle, and every module the vehicle has should come up there, so you can actually check every single module that's in that vehicle. You can do battery diagnostics. You can test batteries in the vehicle or out of the vehicle with this, but you do have to buy this BT1 Lite adapter to test batteries. All you have to do is email them and you can purchase it. I'm not sure what that costs, but I did email them to find out today, actually, to see what it would cost, because it's something I am interested in. You can reset all your steering angle sensors. People always ask about that. Reset oil lights, service lights, stuff like that. the electronic parking brake. A lot of these cars have the rear electronic parking brakes, and you have to put it in the service mode to do the rear brakes when you do brakes. You can do forced regenerations on your diesels, which is your diesel particulate filter. You can do a regeneration on it, and you can register and you reset your battery. This has a 7-inch touch screen, and it is grease and water resistant. It does have a protector on it that says to peel off the mask after application is completed. I would leave that on. I like to do that because that way you don't get fingerprints all over the screen or anything you don't want on there. It has a 5,800 milliamp hour lithium battery, 13 different languages, and then the actual VCI is Bluetooth capable, so it uses Bluetooth to connect. Another thing that I really like is it comes with a blow molded case. Why do I like that? Because it protects your scanner. If you're taking it somewhere transport and you drop it, it's going to protect it. I have, and you guys are going to laugh at me most likely or leave bad comments, I have a $4,000 snap-on scanner over there that I used while I was a professional mechanic that comes with just a nylon case. It's not going to protect that scanner if I drop it. This case is going to protect your scanner, and I'll show you guys, obviously. Very nice, blow molded, like I said. Everything you need stores in here. Your VCI actually stores right up here at the top. Just clicks in there. You got your recharge cable here and your adapter, and then your scanner goes right inside of here, which I'll show you really quick. Why not? Open that up. That's the strap. Obviously, you would have it off at this point, and then it straps in, and everything is right there. The cord just fell out, but everything is right there. And then when you close this, you take off with it, and if you drop it or something happens, your scanner is going to be safe. So that's always a great thing right there. So let's get on my son's 2008 Jeep Commander. It probably doesn't have any codes, but at least we can do some things to take a look at it. It does have a cylinder 2 issue. So maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll have a code in it, but I doubt it because he is really good when he gets home from school. If it happens to have the check engine light on, he grabs the little scanner, clears it, so he doesn't have to look at the check engine light because we know what it is. I've been chasing it for a while. I just don't feel like really messing with this engine. We put this engine in. Me and my son actually rebuilt this engine about 40,000 miles ago. It's been absolutely great. Just here recently, kind of had a cylinder 2 issue, and everything that I am checking, everything I am doing, everything looks good. And I'm just starting to think at this point it might have a burnt valve, so that's probably going to be my next test. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get the scanner on the car. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so first thing first, we need to find the OBD2 port, which is easy on this car. It's actually right here. We got to take out the snapshot, which actually saves my son a ton of money since he's only 16. And then we're going to take our connector, and once again, we can use the light to try to find it, which we don't need to in this. And we're going to plug it in. You guys heard it has an audible beep. Now I'm going to actually get in front of you guys. So we are blue with a green light. A new version is available now. You must update to the new version so that you can continue using. Okay, so we're going to have to go ahead and do that. So I'll turn the camera back on once I get done doing it. I'm going to go ahead and update. Hit OK. VCI update right here. So it shows VCI update. So we're going to click it. It's connecting to VCI. And when it's all done, I'll turn the camera back on. So just to show you guys what it's doing, it says that it is reflashing the VCI, as you can see. And then it is flashing red while it's doing it. Okay, so it says update is completed. So let's go ahead and exit out. I'm gonna try to stand in front of you guys to do this. Hopefully you don't get too bad of a shadow here. So this is your main screen. Diagnostics, service. If you click on service, this is gonna be your oil reset, your tire pressure monitoring system, your battery, your brake bleed. A lot of cars, when you put new calipers on, or if you open any brake lines at all, you need to bleed the ABS system. There's your DPF after treatment. Mobilizer keys where you can program keys, injectors, steering angle sensors, your suspension, throttle. You guys, there's a lot of stuff on here. I'm not going to go through all of it. But let's go ahead and go diagnostics. Let's just see if this thing has any codes in it at all. See, there you go. It automatically brought it up. There's the VIN. Okay, and it is a Jeep. These look like push button starts, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that is it. Hit OK. Okay, so let's just go diagnostics. Let's do a control unit. Okay, powertrain. There's going to be your engine, transmission, your electronic shifter, and your final drive. Let's just go engine. Let's just see if it has a cylinder 2 misfire. Taking just a minute. It is flashing blue. Right down there. Okay. So ECU information, electronic control unit information, read codes, erase codes. There's a bunch of stuff here. Let's go ahead and read codes. Hey, look at that. And there's no check engine light actually on. Cylinder 2 misfire because it's pending. That's why it's actually, if it was active, the check engine light would be on while he's driving. So I had a feeling we were going to have this. Let's go ahead and erase the code. Actually, hang on a minute. Let's go check freeze frame. What's freeze frame? It's going to tell you what the condition was actually when the check engine light comes on. So it may not actually show us being there is no check engine light. Okay, P0302. Just looking through here, it gives you your manifold, your map sensor pressure is 60 when it happened. Barometric pressure is 98. Engine low is 60.8% because it seems to happen right on startup. Your throttle position sensor voltage was 4.15 when it happened. Your accelerator pedal position, 0.439. So here's our fuel trims. EGR flow, battery voltage was 11.30. But yeah, so that's freeze frame. So you can kind of check out to see what was going on when it happened. Let's go ahead and erase it. Ignition on, engine off, yes. DTCs will be, and freeze data, that's why I want to show you first, will be deleted, yes. Codes have successfully been erased. Okay, let's go make sure. Go back into read codes. Okay, no fault codes detected, so it did do what's supposed to do. And as you see, the blue is what we've actually pressed, or what we've actually touched. So let's just check out the special functions. Cam crank relearn. If you replace your camshaft or crankshaft sensor, you have to do a cam crank relearn. Check your odometer, your VIN number, enable emissions rules test mode, reset memory. Reset memory a lot of time you do when you do a battery reset, or if you're having an issue, you can reset the memory. If you put a new throttle body on, because it's electronic, you need this right here, learn electronic throttle control. So let's do some tests with this thing. Okay, so let's just see what the active test allows. Let's see if it'll let us, turn the fan on. Nope, but it does have fuel pump control state. Oh, here, radiator cooling fan control relay 1 state. Do you want to view data stream during test? No. Okay, so we should be able to turn the fan on. Okay, fan just turned on. Fan is running. And let's go ahead and turn the fan off. Just hit off. So as you can see, the fan is turning off, slowing down. And what I want to do, just to show you, fan is off, we're going to hit on, and I heard the relay click and the fan turns on. Okay, so now we're in misfire data. So we're at here is cylinder number 2. I'm going to go ahead and click on just so we know, but we're going to look at this one right here. I'm going to try to start this and hold it to see if it shows a miss. Yes. This is what I've been fighting for a while. Oops, we have one misfire on cylinder number 2. Okay. And I've been fighting this for a while, like I said. One other thing that you can do with this, instead of just going straight to controlling, you can do just an auto scan. And that's going to check every single module. And if there's a fault code, you will see. See, no fault, no fault. We will find out if there are any. There's one in the airbag system, which I knew about. One fault in the amplifier, not worried about that one. One fault in the hands-free module, not worried about that one. I never even knew this had a hands-free module. And we're at 59%. You guys can see right there, hopefully. Okay, so that quickly, and it brings all of your modules that have a fault code to the very top. So I'm not worried about any of these. The airbag module is something that is intermittent also, and the airbag light is never on. It turns on every now and then, but let's just click the arrow to go. It should take us to that module. Yep, so we can erase, let's just see what the code is. It should be the right front. Lost communication with the up front right satellite acceleration sensor. Yep. Continue to get that code. Erase code. Okay. Is ignition on, engine off? Yes. And yes. It probably won't delete it because it's had this issue since we got the Jeep. Oh, well, it actually did. So it'll come back on. Yeah, so that's just kind of a breakdown of what this scanner can do. Down here at the bottom of the screen, like right here, you can adjust your brightness, and I have it on auto, that's why it's green right there, and your volume. Down here is where you can turn your camera on. Allow. Next, I don't know what all this is. So there you go. So we can see, actually it's a pretty clear picture. So that's pretty cool. If you hit the home button, actually here, this is where your operating system and everything is. You can go on the internet, continue. So here's where you can, it takes you to autofixtech.com immediately, first thing. As you can see, let's see if we can go to YouTube. YouTube, there we go. Nope, of course. Bam. Let's see if there's any Autofix videos. My internet's slow here, you guys. There you go, D1 Lite, that's the scanner right here. Because basically, you guys, this is basically just a Android tablet. Let's see, this one's CP, the Tool Addict. Let's just see if it'll pull the video up. And sound. Now, there's no buttons on the side for me to turn the sound up, so let me do this. Turn it all the way up.
Well, we got the old turd today. We got this thing we need to take a look at.
There you go. You can actually get on YouTube and look at videos, because let me tell you guys something. Being able to get on social media, YouTube, stuff like that, when diagnosing a car, a lot of times is very beneficial. Click that button, you can exit out of all your slides. It can be very beneficial because there's always been somebody out there that's had the same problem you have trying to diagnose a car. And it has been so beneficial to me. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to show you guys. I went ahead and printed it, but on the top of the screen, you have options up here. But right here is the print option, and then you can hit print this page, and when you do that, you have to set up your printer. But then here's what it looks like. So it prints out the Autofix. You can put your shop name, you can put all that stuff in there, telephone, email, in case you want to give this to your customer. Vehicle information, 2008 Jeep, XK Commander, there's the VIN number, and then down here is your actual trouble code, kind of like what you get at some of the auto parts stores, but just prints off the actual screen is what it does, and the serial number for your scanner. So that is really cool right there. All right, so there you guys have it. That is the Autofix D1 Lite bidirectional scan tool. Works fantastic. You guys, it would take hours and hours and hours to show you everything one of these scanners can do. I just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of some of the things that you can do. These scanners are so helpful when it comes to diagnosing. Now remember, and I try to tell people this because when they come in with a piece of paper like this from AutoZone or one of the parts places, well, they said, I just need an oxygen sensor, or I just need this, or I just need that. The code gets you in a roundabout area of where an issue is. Then your diagnosing has to take over from there. That's where you get your live data, your freeze frames, your activations, any of that stuff is going to help you in diagnosing what's actually going on with the car. The fault code is not going to show you exactly what's wrong with it, and then bam, all I got to do is replace that part and we're good. Because I've seen so many people use the parts cannon, they start throwing parts at problems, spend a bunch of money and it never fixes it. Or they would bring a car to us with their own parts, we'd put them on, then they ask us, well, why didn't it fix it? Well, why didn't you let us diagnose it? Well, because I thought I knew what was wrong with it. There's a lot to diagnosing that people don't realize mechanics have to do to actually diagnose a car and find out what's actually wrong with it. But this scanner is going to help you tremendously if you're professional, and it's not going to break the bank. So we had a shop scanner, but I wanted a better scanner, me personally, when I was at the shop. So I bought this expensive scanner, and mine was one of the cheaper ones. This scanners can go up to $20,000 now. That would help me get my job done better. And come to find out, these scanners like these from Autel and Otofix, they have everything that expensive Snap-on scanner has for a fraction of the cost, and a fraction of the cost to update yearly. So these make sense if you're a professional mechanic. And as a DIYer, this is all you'll ever need. You don't need anything else. You need to go any more expensive. Scanners like this are perfect for you. You can read your codes, you can reset your services, and if you do a lot of wrenching on your own at home, that's a no-brainer right there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I wanna say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, join the FAB family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.